Today we're checking out the new game improvement irons from TaylorMade. So we've got the Sim Max and the Sim Max OS. So let's head out on the course here at Alwoodley Golf Club in Leeds and see how they perform.
So Hannah, what club are you testing first?
So I've got the Sim Max OS, so this is kind of the super game improvement iron, so it's designed for the most forgiveness and kind of the highest launch in this range. So I'm expecting this will probably go a bit further than that one, but we'll hit a couple of shots and see if that's true.
How does that look for you over the ball? Obviously you're a low handicapper, so probably used to something that's a wee bit thinner at the top, I'd imagine.
Yeah, the top line doesn't really bother me that much, but it has quite a bit of offset on it, so generally for me mine misses left, so that kind of stands out quite a lot to me. But I think people who miss the ball right, they'll probably find that more appealing because they feel like they can kind of keep the club face square through the shot. Yeah,
let's see how it performs.
Yeah, so as expected that launched pretty high.
How was the feel off the face? Was it alright?
Yeah, it still felt nice. I think you can see that from the speed bridge technology I have in the back, which is kind of designed to give you a bit of a premium feel, even though it's kind of more of a game improvement club. So you're not really losing all that feel that you would expect to, even though you're getting the extra distance.
Yeah. Do you want to try this other one? See if it's more appealing. There you go. So again, putting the ball down visually, what are the differences?
Well, straight away you can see there's significantly less offset on this, so for that it suits my eye a lot more. I'd say visually the top line's not that much different. The head's probably slightly smaller, so again it's kind of a bit more appealing to me for that reason.
Okay. That's a beauty, that one.
Yeah, so we can see that flew a bit lower. I actually think the strike was a lot better, and I think maybe that's because visually it looks a bit smaller, so I felt like I could swing at it a bit more. Yeah,
I mean that was, like you see, that was a great shot, like perfect flight you'd want really, like tiny wee draw.
Yeah, I think kind of compared to the first one it might have actually gone a bit further, which is kind of surprising. You might not have necessarily thought that if you'd looked at kind of the difference between the two irons. So let's head over and find out some more of the tech from the guys who know at TaylorMade.
The Sim Max iron, core game improvement iron designed for all-around playability with forgiveness and distance, and now the Max OS, a brand new addition to our lineup, a super game improvement iron that's going to be distance oriented with the ultimate amount of forgiveness. Let's take a second to go through all the technology packed in both Sim Max and Sim Max OS. It all starts with the speed bridge. Right here again across the cavity back, it's the bar on the back, more than a cosmetic, it's what's driving performance. That speed bridge allows for a more flexible speed pocket, which you see on the bottom of the sole here, and ultimately a thinner face in the new 2020 irons, which significantly increases the sweet spot and enhances the forgiveness of the irons. On top of that, you have the all-new Echo damping system, which lives inside the cavity of the iron here, that has multiple contact points across the face for accelerated damping, ultimately giving these high-performance clubs forged iron-like feel. We have the low center of gravity promoting technologies as well with this fluted hosel here, and a 360 undercut underneath the cavity allows us to move mass from high in the club head down low in the sole to give you that high launch, low spin combination. These two irons really offer something for all the handicap ranges here. Again, Sim Max is going to be your core game improvement iron, and Sim Max OS, the super game improvement iron, designed for anyone looking for maximum distance and maximum forgiveness. Shafts in here, we have KBS Max 85 for steel, Ventus Blue for graphite, weight depends on flex, with the Lambkin Crossline 360 grip. Both irons have been designed to be easy to play, long, and extremely forgiving. A lot of technology built into these, designed to be fast, forgiving, and easy to play.
So we've got the two clubs back in the studio, TaylorMade Sim Max and the Sim Max OS, and we're going to discuss the quite unusual results that we found.
Yeah, so I think kind of we were expecting the Max OS would go further and maybe a bit higher, and what we actually found in the end was that it was just the standard Max model that we hit further.
It was a shock to me as well. But this club had more club speed, more ball speed, and more carry and total distance, so bit of a turn up for the books, that one.
Yeah, so I think that was down to the fact when we looked into the numbers that at the Max OS we actually had a significantly increased angle of attack, but I wonder if visually, maybe for us, because we're used to a thinner club with less offset, we're kind of not going at it as much with this one that's kind of a bit of a bigger head and has a bit more offset, because we're thinking, oh, don't want to hit it left.
Yeah, that could be the case. As you say, obviously it's a kind of club player's club, so it's quite chunky at the top. The first thing I see, like when I put it down, is that offset. I always remember my dad had a set like that, like back when I was really young, so that was something that kind of stood out to me when I saw it, and yeah, maybe that is kind of visually puts you off from maybe performing or swinging how you would normally.
Yeah, so there's a lot of kind of talk about offset and clubs with or without offset, but what a lot of people don't know is that it's actually designed to kind of give your hands time to catch up with the club face, so it's getting you to square the face up so you're getting that straight shot. So for the majority of golfers who hit a fade or a slice as the bad shot, this is really going to help them. It just so happens we're both drawers of the ball, so it's not necessarily helping us. But I think for the majority of the golfer, you're going to see that they're getting a lot more forgiveness from these clubs. And I think one thing I saw was it launched so easy. It was really easy to hit. I was getting loads of height on shots. So for people who need to get that extra height and want the ball to sit down softly on the green, both of these are going to really help, and especially this model, because this was launching so high when I was testing it.
And the Max OS, for people at home, it probably will perform differently for them than it did for us. You know, I think it is designed for, you know, more speed, and I assume it will perform like that for most. Just so happened that it didn't for us.
Some of the kind of key technologies that we're getting that extra speed in here is kind of from the speed bridge. So this is designed to bridge at the bottom of the club and the top line. So we're getting kind of that extra forgiveness, but also extra ball speed. And I did see that with this model. So compared to my current irons, I was carrying this 12 yards further in the 7 iron. So we're seeing like a big amount of distance there.
That's absolutely huge.
I think that's a big thing with this iron. You can see a lot of the technology. Obviously, you can see the speed bridge. They've labelled it up. You can see this polymer in here. Then you've also got this through slot on the bottom, which is designed to increase your ball speed. They're giving you a bit of that visually as well. And other small things such as kind of the hosel design.
Yeah, I was going to say about that actually.
So this has just been engraved out, so you're losing a bit of weight here, so it can be redistributed into other places. And that's why these irons are really clever. So each iron in the set is designed separately. You don't hit your 8 iron the same way you hit your 4 iron, so weight is redistributed on the face. They've got the inverted cone technology, and that just means in your longer irons you're going to strike it nearer the toe, so they've moved the centre of gravity there, so you're going to get more forgiveness across a bare section of the face for that club.
So you have it. There's the 2 new game improvement sets from TaylorMade. We've got the Sim Max and the Sim Max OS. What I would say is make sure you go out and get tested, find out which set suits you best. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and leave a comment below if you've got any more questions.